I just think of that one. Orton and Strowman.
That would be interesting.
Now, winner, and I thought about this actually. This got brought up to me earlier today. I didn't even have this name in my head.
Don't do it. Don't do it, because I'm about to say it.
Now I really want this. I'm going with Chris Jericho. And it's because, especially now, if Jericho helps Owens to be able to retain the title, I could actually see us having one of those Triple H Batista kind of moments between Jericho and Owens, where Owens tries to convince him to try to take on the champion on the opposite brand and not him, in which case then they end up going against each other at Mania for the Universal title. I did have a couple other names that were actually in my head before this, and then thinking about it that way, I think I would much rather see that. Plus, look at everything Jericho has been doing over the past, say, year or so. Now he's, the Grand Slam champion and everything, but one of the only things that he hasn't done yet is actually winning the Royal Rumble. At least something that's been, there the whole time in his career. Not Money in the Bank, not stuff like that, but I feel like it's one of those things that he just doesn't have on that Hall of Fame list that he should get. I'm going to go Chris Jericho.
All right, so my final four. One consists of something that I could possibly see happening. So to start the Royal Rumble, we start with Seth Rollins still bitching about losing his spot. My thought is, if you want to make it interesting, just like AJ just blurted out, make Stephanie put him in as the number one entrant. He is going to be one of my final four, with the completely obvious situation of Trips eliminating him. Or costing him in some way. My other picks, easy ones, Y2J. I've got Corbin as well. I really hope Corbin really shows well in the Royal Rumble, because he really deserves it, in my opinion. And my last one is The Undertaker. There are two different scenarios in my head for this. I've got Taker winning. Yes, I've got Taker winning, but I saw something on the internet today that really piqued my interest, and you could run with it. You've got Randy Orton win the Royal Rumble. And then Bray Wyatt picks up the title at Elimination Chamber. And then you've got Orton versus Wyatt at WrestleMania.
It's actually something that AJ and I were discussing earlier today as well, seeing the same thing. As much as I would love to see Bray Wyatt with the title, I don't think it's going to happen like that.
Right.
Although I would be happy to be wrong if Sammy, my pick, doesn't win and Bray Wyatt wins the Rumble. I would be totally okay with that.
Yeah.
But can I actually go back and just change my surprise entrance so I'm not the same as AJ? I just thought of something that I really should have gone with.
Okay.
Sure.
Go.
Eric Rowan. Timing him to come back is actually right about the right time there. He's actually been sitting waiting to come back. Yeah. And I was actually really curious to wonder about if maybe we see that whole kind of surprise Wyatt family all being in the ring at the same time, even though they're on different shows, and kind of see where it goes from there. I especially could see somebody like Randy Orton or Braun Strowman actually eliminating Eric Rowan, and then you kind of get a little bit of a tension between Wyatt and Orton going forward, because, why would you do that? Well, he's not in our family, I'm part of the family, that kind of thing. So I'm actually going to switch that just so I'm different. I totally spaced that out until I was just thinking about the Wyatt, so I'm going to go with that. That fine? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. You're rounding off, bro.
All right, Max.
Alrighty, my final four. Okay. Sami Zayn, The Undertaker. Okay, here we go. Baron Corbin and Brock Lesnar.
Oh.
The winner of the 2017 Rumble will still be, because two rather large looming figures take each other out, Sami Zayn.
Wow. 3 people got Zayn winning this year.
Oh, fuck, man. I think anybody was going to pick him.
I think you guys should pick him either. I always thought you picked Lesnar or something like that. But you know what? It's good.
Like Spencer, hell no, I wouldn't pick Lesnar.
No. You're not Spencer because you didn't pick Undertaker.
Yeah, true.
Fair. All right. So, boys, any final thoughts going into the Royal Rumble?
I don't know. This is going to be fun. Chris called the bar. They will be showing it, so it's a go. We're all going to be at Mac's bar watching the Ramble Rumble. So this is going to be fun. Are any of you guys coming down for NXT Saturday?
I'm not. I have plans for that night. So.
Yeah, I got to work. So,
I
now
have plans.
I want to say this about the Royal Rumble is this is the most unpredictable Rumble I've seen in a while. I mean, you've got 8 slots right now that are not they're not confirmed to be filled by, well, you know what I mean. There's 22 confirmed entrants right now based on the last few weeks of Raw and SmackDown. You got 8 slots that we don't know who's going to be there, and that's what I love about the Royal Rumble is you never know who's going to show up. You never know who's going to be in the match, even if it is for 3 minutes. If you get that.
It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
But God damn it!
I really am happy that this is one of the most unpredictable I've seen in the last 5 years, really. So.
Can I just state? I want to ask this final question before we close out. Who gets to eliminate the fastest? James Ellsworth or Mojo Rawley?
Ellsworth.
If there's any way they can beat Santino's 1 second entrance, they're going to do it with Ellsworth.
I don't know.
No. They'll probably do it with Ellsworth, but I would want them to do it with Mojo Rawley, just to satiate my deep-seated, undying, eternal hatred for Mojo Rawley.
Yeah, but getting eliminated in 1 second, that's not hype, bro.
You're right, it's not hype, bro, and that's why it'd be fucking beautiful.
I can picture himself to be so hyped, he runs halfway across the ring into somebody, just grabs him by the head and just uses his momentum. I can actually see him running in and going to hit the rope, and then as he hits the rope, he turns around and just clothesline right over. Someone hold it down. It's just he's too hyped for the rope.
So it's kind of like one of the first years where they just came in all and he just gets thrown out.
You keep walking like this.
Well, boys, that's gonna do it.
But that would imply that Mojo Rawley ever had any fucking momentum.
All right, boys, that's going to do it for the Squared Circle Podcast. Spreaker.com, iTunes Player.fm, PodDirectory.com, Stitcher.com, Castbox.fm, WrestleWorld.uk, and on IWNerd.com. So for Smark Money's Chris and AJ, Nate the effing great, Max Beatty, our good Squared Circle Podcast heavyweight champion. I am Spencer Hart, and you guys enjoy the NXT Royal Rumble weekend. We will see you guys next week. See ya!
Rich.